Welcome to Soccer As We Like It, the Man United direction, the channel for United fans. And today we are doing the look ahead for the preview match between Man United and Chelsea. Joining us today is Adam from Australia, our co-presenter. Adam, welcome to the show, mate.
Hey, mate, how are you?
Not too bad, mate. And we have Vimal, the artist, the painter, joining us from the UK.
And the decorator.
That's the
So it
decorator.
has to be in threes. I'm
All
joking.
right. Joining us from the UK. Vimal, welcome to the show, mate.
Thank you.
Now,
hey guys, how you all
United,
doing?
I'm all right. United play Chelsea tomorrow at Old Trafford. Can United win a game after losing two consecutives, 4-0 at Anfield, 3-1 at Emirates? Can they redeem themselves by getting results at Old Trafford tomorrow? Vimal, what's your take, mate?
Well, a betting man would probably say no. The pattern detects says no. Technical analysis says no. Form team says no. Player profile and the team sheet says no. So probably no.
All knows, mate. All knows.
No.
Oh dear. Right, Adam. Can United redeem themselves in 4 games? Can they get a result in 4? This would be, if they lose, it'd be 3 defeats in 4 consecutive games.
Yeah, no, I don't think. I think it'll be maybe. I'm trying to convince myself it's going to be a tight game, but the more I look at the game, it comes down to the managers, in my opinion, in this game.
Right.
We know Tuchel will get his team up for this game.
Right.
It's whether Ralph Rangnick can get our team up for the game.
Right.
But I don't believe Rangnick can get him up for the game because the players' attitude sucks. So I'm hoping it's a tight game, but I believe once Chelsea start getting on a roll, it really could be an embarrassing game for United.
Oh dear.
Yeah.
So from all indications, Vimal has said nope. Adam, you're saying doesn't look certain. So we are looking at another defeat, 3-3 against Chelsea, Arsenal, and Liverpool. So you're looking at 3 consecutive defeats in the space of 1 week.
Like, in the Eurovision Song Contest, when a team gets nil point.
Nil point.
You ever nil point. I think tomorrow's nil point.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about.
I mean, Rangnick this week we've heard reports saying Ten Hag is going to speak to every single squad player before the end of this month, end of May, via Zoom virtually, and ask them and get to know them before he actually turns up at Old Trafford.
You might have to get a PlayStation profile to get through to Luke Shaw. Maybe start a chat session there. Hey, I'm your manager, TG.
So that and we all know Rangnick has been telling the board after the Liverpool game, United will need 6 to 10 new players after the Liverpool defeat, and the board kind of didn't agree with him.
Do you know what I read last night, actually?
Well,
I read last night, and I don't know how true this is, but Rangnick and Ten Hag seem to be in agreement that they could do with a whole new squad of 11 players.
Wow, that's deep. But do the board agree with them that United? Because after the Liverpool game, he said United are 6 years behind Liverpool. That's an absolute mess. 6 years. That's a lot of time.
I don't think we are 6 years behind, because
how many years do you think? 12?
Well, I just think it's the team, really. I mean, you have to assemble a brand new squad, maybe keep a couple of this existing squad, and just teach them how to play Ten Hag style of football. Because if you look at the styles of City and Liverpool, they are pretty much the same. They exploit spaces, they confuse the team, they have constant fluidity, and they've got pinpoint accurate long distance, short distance passing. They literally ping the ball to each other, and they've got instant control.
But
And I
they
think
want
that
to play. You see the unity, togetherness within those both two camps.
that's why this
We seem
squad
to
needs
play
to be
like a bunch of individuals.
yeah, so that's why this team needs to be disbanded. So it's good that 5 players' contracts are ending, and they're looking at selling another 5 players. That's 10 out of the door potentially.
That'd
So
be
that's
great.
a whole new squad. And I think you bring in young players. Don't bring in marquee expensive signings who just come for the salary. Bring them in young. Bring them in hungry.
Right.
You know, we've got Paul Mitchell now, who's supposed to be a renowned transfer specialist, and that's his job now. He's going to be a transfer specialist for us. So I'm sure he'll be able to pick.
Is that a done deal, that one, Jim?
Yeah, he's joined. Yeah, and it was a Ragnick suggestion actually. Ragnick says, look, these guys that have been bringing your players, they're not good enough, i.e. Lawler
Dinosaurs.
and Boo. Yeah, Lawler and Boo, which is why they left. So I think it was at the request of Ten Hag and Ragnick. Ragnick's not had the best of season, but I think we've got a lot to thank him for. Because he's doing a lot of work in the background, and he's helping build something special with Ten Hag. I know that he's been feeding a lot of information. He's creating a dossier on all the players, the entire squad. So he's been vital, really. He's not had much luck as a coach this season, but in the background, he's going to help a lot.
I know a lot of United players are not happy that he's putting a dossier to Ten Hag saying this player, we won't get not a lot from him. This one, it's a write-off. This one, just don't even talk to him. Just send him through the door. Goodbye, good night.
I mean, Tim, look, you've been in the IT sector. I'm in the IT sector. What do we have year after year? Performance reviews, right?
100%.
We have reviews every single year. We get assessed for our performance throughout the year, and the managers the one to assess us. And if we don't do well, we get a D. If we do extremely well, get an A. So why shouldn't players be assessed?
100%. But they were never assessed. They're always given that privilege of like, you know what? If you are good enough to play be in this club, you should be good enough to play. If you're off form, you still get a start.
Yeah, and we earn what these guys earn in a day. Our yearly salary is what they earn in a day or a couple of days.
Oh, that's an understatement,
or half a week. Yeah,
it's mess, mate. Absolute mess.
So why shouldn't they be assessed? They should be more scrutinized than us. Yeah. If you can't perform, then you should not be there.
Right. Coming out of this week, Rashford said, he's willing to stay now. He wants to play under
Rashford.
Ten Hag.
Yeah, but isn't that on an increase in salary though?
No, absolutely.
Does he deserve? Does he, based on his year's performance, does he deserve a pay rise? I would say a pay cut.
So. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. We don't give in the working sector. You don't give someone a pay rise when they've not gotten a decent I would review.
Yeah, I would give D. I would give a Rashford a D.
100%.
He needs to improve.
I'll give him an E and F minus, mate. F minus, seriously. We actually should be thanking Elanga, who stepped up to the plate.
Yeah.
Think about it.
And how much is Elanga on? Something like 5,000 a week.
5,000 a week.
5,000 a week. What's Rashford on? 250.
205.
205. Okay, so he earns £200,000 more per week.
Exactly. And you don't know how to cross a ball, head the ball, head down, and going in the wrong direction. Get the fuck.
Rashford's been there a long time.
Yeah.
You're forgetting Rashford's been there a long time, though. Rashford's been there through youth, everything like that.
We're not forgetting. We're not forgetting anything.
That. No, we're not.
We're talking about performance.
But you're comparing prices, though.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is that if you
two players that haven't been there the same amount of time.
But Elanga's just a kid, right? He's just broken into the squad.
Yeah,
that's right.
Rashford, if he wants to get a pay rise,
he's not going to get on the same money.
No, we're not saying that.
We're talking about effort.
Effort.
Yeah.
When Martial was messing up, we gave him the same criticism that he's lazy. Why is Rashford getting anything different? It's the same laziness.
Rashford gave exactly the same effort when he first started.
Yeah.
We're talking now.
That's incurred a pay rise, multiple pay rises.
Right.
But now his effort has completely dropped off.
Yeah, but he's probably not satisfied. 100%, I agree.
But if I paid a player 200 grand, I don't give a damn if you're satisfied or not. You need to step up to the plate every single game,
100%,
every
mate.
single minute. Why would you
Yeah, but
be
then-
earning top dollar like that for not having effort?
I
you wanna
agree.
be
I
right.
agree. He's not.
Oh, you
he's
know,
not
are you-
playing top dollar, but to compare
Yeah.
prices is
No,
you
we're
can't
not,
compare it.
what
You-
we're saying
I
is
think-
that
Yeah.
for someone on 5,000 a week and someone on $205, 205 a week, the big difference is like, come on. You would think the person earning less.
But
would
he's not
play
the
less.
only one. You can put Bruno in that
He's-
category as well.
And
You might as
Martial.
well- Bruno just signed a 5-year contract.
Right.
And, yeah,
But if
So-
Yep.
okay, if you want to
you're
say what
singling
you're
out
saying,
one person.
yeah,
when
because
there's
we
a whole
said-
team.
No,
but
we
if you
just
look
the
at
conversation started with
we
Elanga
started
and
that.
Rashford.
Elanga and Rashford,
It's not singling out one person.
Not
It's the
singling out
whole
one person.
squad.
it's the
Luke
whole
Shaw,
squad.
does he earn that
Why
much?
not say? Why not?
Does Luke
He'd be
Shaw
up
earn
there.
that kind of wages?
Well, Luke
Yeah.
at 120, 150.
McTominay, yeah, McTominay earns 20 grand, and I don't know how much Freddie's on. Anyone know?
That's 100 about
But I
105.
wouldn't think McTominay's really doing much.
But he makes an effort. Might not be the most skillful player, but he makes an effort. I mean,
But
Fred also
but-
makes
Makes
an effort.
That's why half the time when we're talking about McTominay, we're talking about him hiding behind players.
Well, he does
So-
tend to do
so-
that. Yeah,
Let
he does tend to
People
do
have
that.
short memories. What they say.
So Adam, now you're trying
Yeah.
to say Rashford has had a average season. That's what you're trying to tell me. This
He's had a terrible season, Rashford.
that's what we're
Yeah.
saying. That's
So
it.
what's the issue then?
Yeah, but
We're
you're
talking
talking about
about
pricing.
effort.
You're talking about money.
So why
We're talking
why-
about performance and
Performance,
effort, and how
effort.
we know whether your pay now still justifies the level of performance and effort. That's what
Yeah, but
this
why
conversation's
not-
about.
Why not say Bruno? Why
Well,
not
we haven't
say-
got onto Bruno
why
yet.
not
and go
say
to
that-
Bruno yet?
but-
We're talking about
Bruno's had a crap
Elanga
season.
You're comparing,
and-
I think
comparing
you're
one
getting
player, you're not saying.
yeah, but I think you're taking it too personally with Rashford because he's your boy. It applies
He's
to a
not
lot
my
of
boy.
players.
I'm
Well, it is.
saying,
I think
I'm
it
saying
is.
there's. No, I'm saying you could have said Bruno. You could have said
We
5 other players. But why you
But
say
Bruno
Rashford?
didn't say
Absolutely,
Bruno didn't say he
but-
was going to leave. Then
Yeah,
say he's
but
going to stay.
yeah.
That's the problem. Rashford said, "I'm going to look
How
at
do
my
you know?
options."
How do you know, Tim, that Rashford said that? All
It's
you
a
do
known
is read
fact.
stuff.
It's a known fact because he
By
wasn't getting
who?
he wasn't
who?
getting game time. He said he's going to look at his options.
No, that's
Everyone
what
knows
you
it.
read. That's what you read.
Okay.
It's not
So all of a
Rashford
sudden,
didn't say.
so okay, all of a
So
sudden,
Rashford came
I'm
out
now
in a press
staying.
conference and
So
said
you won't
that.
say that if you wanted to
Rashford
leave,
did-
but you're now saying I'm now willing to stay. You won't say that if you were planning to leave before, right? You only
Well, I
say
didn't
that
hear
if
him
you
say
were
it in a
planning to
press
stay before.
conference.
He did say now. Why is he now saying I'm now willing to stay and see what happens under Ten Hag? So is it because of Rangnick?
So-
He's now said, I'm going to
So
do what my
Marcus
thoughts.
Rashford held a press conference today to say that he's willing to stay now.
No one said he held a press conference.
No one
Okay, well
said
then,
that.
so
But the thing
did you
is,
read that then?
aren't these players all pushing stuff out there in the
Exactly.
media through their channels and their
Right.
PR team?
They're
They're all doing it.
Why they hold the press conference? None of them. You even saw Bailly even send them an Instagram post to Rangnick saying, "Please pick me over Maguire and for the Arsenal game. Please reply." That's a known fact. They
Yeah,
push
well,
it
we
through the
saw that. We
right,
saw that.
right,
Yeah, that was personally from his page.
right.
Where was it? Where was it on Rashford's page that he said he wants to leave?
Where
Doesn't
was it
need to be.
Rashford
I didn't
that he
see.
said
I
wants
didn't
to
see
stay?
it on Twitter.
So,
I didn't see it on
just
Facebook.
because
I saw it.
just
I
because-
saw it in an article. Yes.
Okay, look, let's get back on track, right?
Let's get back on track.
There are signbacks out in the media. It doesn't have to be on their person's
Exactly.
their players' personal
think
Instagram or
Adam
Twitter
is-
profile.
Personalizing this Rashford situation, and it's fine about it. It's fine to personalize Rashford, but end of the day,
I'm
the
not
truth of the
that.
matter, he's had an absolute shambolic season. It's the truth of the matter. So it is what it is,
Yeah, as
Yeah, but
most
we
of
had
them.
this conversation 3 months ago.
right?
So
Nothing changed. You saw him on
I
Saturday.
didn't say.
Okay,
I
okay.
didn't say.
What did he do on
But
Saturday?
there's
Him and
12
Lingard.
other players.
So
Rashford
what
came
did?
on with 10 minutes
well,
to go.
why don't we then move on to the other players then?
Right,
Let's do that instead of getting stuck on this point.
right.
Let's move on.
So what Lingard? How about him? He came on the
absolutely
same time.
shambolic. I
Shambles
mean,
as well.
he does. I saw glimpses of him in previous games of where he runs around a lot, but he's just given up as well. I think I think him and someone else were brought on to press the defense and the opposition, and they just let them do their thing. I think he's out the door. He's also given sound bites to Paul Scholes, saying the dressing room's a mess.
Exactly.
There's a whole bunch of players who are just, I don't know, giving
And
up.
we all saw Bruno on Saturday. The third goal, he lost the possession outside the box. Boom.
Yeah,
25-yard power driver. Goal number 3.
yeah. And the penalty,
And the penalty.
disaster of a penalty.
So it is what it is. They are just very poor this season. But it
Yeah.
just seems the ones who start are bad. The ones who come on as an impact player subs, it's not even worth even subbing them on because they don't do anything or make an impact. Because it seems they always bring Lingard and Rashford together. And it's like they just walk around. It is what it is. I can't make this up.
Yeah, but don't you think? Okay, so Juan Matta's played last couple of games, and he's put in effort and everything like that, right?
Exactly. So that justifies what
So
we're saying.
it comes down to Ralph. Well, it doesn't, because the other players are getting a run before him, so they're getting to start games, and Matta's
Matter.
not. So that comes down to management.
So okay,
The thing is,
okay, let's go ahead.
Yeah,
The games Rashford
thing
has
with-
started, has he actually even performed when he started?
But he hasn't. He never started last 2 games, did he?
Against Liverpool, he started.
I'm talking about Juan Matta. You're comparing players when they come on.
Right.
Juan Matta's come on, so don't you feel that he should start?
Juan Matta to start. Yeah, he should start ahead. I would have picked him ahead of Bruno. But because he doesn't have the legs or the stamina for a 80-minute game, they probably won't start.
And the physicality as well.
Yeah, but no one's saying that.
He's quite. It's been mentioned before that he doesn't have the physicality. He's easily shrugged off the ball. He doesn't have a lot of strength. He does win us a few free kicks. I remember that, but he does get shoved off the ball quite easily. But technically, he's superb.
He said we do lack physicality in that team, in terms of physicality and stamina, which he has mentioned over and over that this team lacks physicality and stamina to play the high press. We get bullied off the ball too quick. We don't have physical players, to be honest. We probably have more technical, skillful, but the physical is really missing.
Yeah, I think with Rangnick's style of football and Ten Hag, there is going to be a huge emphasis on physicality because they play with a very aggressive style of pressing. You know, if they don't want you to have the ball, you've got to be hunted down in packs like we are against City and Liverpool. And I think you need quite tough and strong players to do that. And players of Matta's stature probably won't be able to cope with that.
And he's getting old. This season?
Yeah.
Do you think he's done this season? I think. You think he's out?
His contract's over, isn't it? End of the season?
I think it is. I think. Didn't he say he wants to be a coach at the club or something along those lines?
Something, yeah. Something.
But I don't know how far that went.
Or an ambassador. I think he wants to be an ambassador. He's got a good head on his shoulders. He's a very nice person. He gets on really well with the players. He's very he's good for morale. He's good motivationally as well. So, and he is quite an intelligent chap. So I think as an ambassador, as an ambassador, he may be able to do that. I don't know if you should walk into it straight away though. But let's see. Maybe he can be a coach of some degree. I don't know.
So do you think Maguire's going to start tomorrow, Adam?
Yeah, he'll start tomorrow for sure. He'll come back in. He would have been sitting on the bench there, you know, having a little quiet laugh to himself about the Lindelof Varane, you know, effort that was put in last week. So he was thanking God he wasn't out there. But I think he'll be starting this weekend for sure with Varane.
Vimal, think Harry's going to start?
Unless someone calls him up with another false alarm, then he probably will.
Bomb threat.
Yeah. We'll throw some donuts at him. He might get bombarded with donuts. Oh, stay at home. We don't want you to play.
Yeah, I think he'll start as well. I think he'll start. I think he'll start.
I don't want him to start. To be honest, I don't want him to. I know we didn't do well against
Arsenal,
but the thing is, that
I don't think it
run,
matters who starts this weekend, mate.
I think Tellez had an absolute shit show against Arsenal. He was horrible.
He did. Yeah.
He was.
He's been terrible for about 2 to 3 weeks.
First 2 goals.
I don't understand how your form can drop so sharply. Because a month ago, we were praising him, saying how good they were. And it was only 6 weeks ago we were talking about Delo and Tellez being our best right and left back. And it's just fucking plummeted.
And I don't know if this is true as well, but Ten Hag was identifying 5 players that he would let go. And Tellez was one of them.
Yep. Tellez was one of them.
Yeah. And Wan-Bissaka's another. Yeah, Wan-Bissaka's another. And Lindelof, I think it was, that he wants to get rid of. Okay. And then someone in
I bet Shaw's not on that list.
I can't remember. I know it was 5 players that he was potentially earmarking to remove from the club. And it's pretty much
not good enough, right? Just not good enough.
Entire back line, apart from Varane. Yeah. Oh yeah, Bailey as well. Bailey, he's another one. In fact, defense would be.
Well, that's gonna be difficult for the defense to be literally a whole new defense. I know he's looking at a few new central defenders to bring into the club. I think he's bringing a few.
Yeah, we need. I think the priorities are for Ten Hag. The priorities are a centre back, a CDM, and a striker. So Ronaldo can't be expected to, run the whole season himself. No, he's going to need.
When's the transfer market open? June 6th or something? Is it something around there?
Doesn't it open as soon as the season? As soon as the season ends, it starts. It opens automatically.
Yeah.
So Vimal, tomorrow.
Oh, here we go. Friday, June the 10th.
10th. Thought it was around that.
June 10th, and until September the 1st.
Yeah.
June, July, August, September. So you've got 3 months to rebuild a whole new team.
Oh, that's going to be a lot. That's going to be a lot.
And that's if they all get
plus pre-season as well.
Exactly.
Yeah. So that means because July 10th is when the tour starts.
Right.
So they've got 4 weeks to bring in all these players.
It's a short time.
It's going to be tough, isn't it?
It is going to be
tough.
I've got a feeling they're going to do it. But I've got a feeling that Paul Mitchell will just take care of that now. Because Rangnick trusts him a lot, so he would let him get on with that. I don't see why Rangnick would need to go on this pre-season tour, so he could work with Paul Mitchell and let Ten Hag focus on the squad he has.
Because you're bringing all the loan players all come back.
Van der Beek, Martial, Ahmed.
Van der Beek, Martial, Ahmed, Pelistri, even the guy from Flamingo, what's his name? Pereira.
Oh, God, we don't need Pereira. I think we should just sell him, bro. Yeah.
It is what it is. So,
didn't Flamenco want to buy him for 4 million or something like that?
They wanted to.
We refused.
We kind of are holding out for something else.
And he's squad player, nothing else.
Nothing else, mate. It's really bad. But this is how much players we have. We have so many players out there who you even forget they were out there. They're coming back like, where would this play? Martial, I don't even see where Martial's going to play. So I think I just can't see him in that team.
I think the jury's out on him because, you can see his work rate. It's probably the worst in the whole team.
100%.
And Ten Hag, it doesn't like that in players. He needs players to work hard. I think a few training sessions, Ten Hag will probably have made up his mind on him. So it's going to be a yay or nay pretty early on with Martial.
Yep.
But Martial is a professional. He needs to just realize that. Look, if he doesn't make the effort, he's gone.
Where's he going to play at this point?
He can go to France, I suppose. I don't know. It's back to Monaco.
Right. Give me the defensive lineup for tomorrow's game. Just the defenders. Adam, who's starting the back for tomorrow?
Yeah, I think it'll be standard. You'll have Tellez, Maguire, Varane, and Delo. There's no one else around. You can't throw Wan-Bissaka there. Well, he's not going to attack for you, so you can't throw him in. And Luke Shaw's injured, so
Then 4.
Tellez is your man. Tello and Delo are your men there.
Right. Varane and Maguire, you said,
then,
right?
Yeah.
Right. Vimal, give me midfield.
Who do we have available? Fred's out. McTominay's playing, isn't he? He's
Yes.
available, I think. Maybe McTominay. Bruno. You know, I would rest Bruno because his form is atrocious at the moment. Pogba's injured, isn't he? Still.
He's done for the season. He's done.
The Maguire injury, isn't it? Or is it the leg injury? Or is it both? Or is it new contracts?
No
If you were to rest Bruno,
Hey?
I think Bruno's going to start because I don't think there's anyone else.
There's no one, is there?
coming in
No,
for
There's
him.
no one.
If
So
you're
you're gonna have to
coming
have-
in for him. No, there is no one unless you put Mata. But
I would give Matter a go.
To start.
He's played again. He used to play for Chelsea, but then again, that is a totally
Yeah.
different team.
that's what I was saying. But
Yeah, I'd
you
bring him
can
in.
only play him for 60 minutes. That's for sure. You know.
Then why I would bring on Matter first, and
Definitely
then when he gets
deserves a
tired,
start.
bring on Bruno.
Bruno. Refresh
That's
him.
right.
But you need
exactly.
you
That's
need
what I was saying before.
you need a tour de force in there, so that has to be McTominay. You need
So you
someone
said
who's going to
so you got
tackle.
McTominay. So you
So-
got McTominay, Bruno or Mata.
McTominay, Bruno
Mhm.
Matter,
Mhm. Who's the third
and
one?
who do we have available?
Matic is about it.
I'll play him then. Yeah, play Matic.
I mean,
But then do
he-
McTominay,
he-
Matic. There's not. I don't know. It's going to be very defensive heavy then, isn't it? I suppose.
Matic ball in
Yes.
on Saturday. That was a brilliant ball. That cross.
Yeah. Yeah, but he just lacks the pace. Again, he's an ex-Chelsea player as well. I don't know. It's a tough one, isn't it? I mean, I would want to play with just one CDM, really, not two.
Yeah, because they literally
Yeah, because otherwise
surrounding them.
Ronaldo's going to be experiencing another drought.
So Adam up front.
I think we lost him
Well,
for a
up
bit.
front, you're going to have Alenga on the left. You there?
Yeah. So Alang on the left. Who else?
Yeah, Alenga, Pogba.
Pogba's out.
Pogba's out, mate. Pogba's out for the season.
Pogba. Alenga, Ronaldo. I'm just trying to think for
Sancho.
the left-hand side.
Sancho.
Sancho.
Oh, Sancho.
Right.
Yeah.
So if
Sorry,
I combine the lineup, so De Gea, Telles, Delo, Varane, Maguire, Matic, Bruno or Mata, McTominay, Sancho, Ronaldo, Elanga. That's the starting game against Chelsea. You mix it together, they shouldn't be obliterated by Chelsea, but this team, they concede first.
Man. So, you got Timo Werner. Werner's already starting to score goals again. They can't handle him. They switch off too easy. They switch off. They can't handle it.
You know what?
Mm.
I did forget actually. Hannibal Mejbri is a midfielder.
Is he attacking
And-
or defensive? Is he attacking?
He's definitely attacking. But he's a midfielder. He's
Comes in
also
right
he's
to
from the
left
youth
all the time behind the back.
system.
Yeah, we had no chance on the weekend.
He's from the youth system in AS Monaco, and he's also spent time with the Clairefontaine Academy, which is
Right.
well renowned. I would start him in midfield if we're short on options. Why not?
With such a
He's-
high-profile game, I think.
Yeah,
the
but he's
fare of
yeah, but he's being touted to be in the team next season, so he can get some minutes under his belt. Maybe
It'd be nice.
it might be
It would
tough
be great.
opposition. Yeah.
well, we've got to lose. We've already lost 10 games this season in the Premier League. We're not mentioned the FA Cup defeats and all that. So we are already in double figures.
The problem is we're still.
We've lost Adam. Adam going in and out. Yeah, Vimal. So
Yeah.
as it
We
stands,
can still make top 4, so they're not going to change it.
Your internet's dropping out, Adam.
Yeah, I know. I'm going to leave it there anyway, boys. I've got my daughter coming back from her trial, so
right. All right. Hope everything
I'll
goes
talk to you
well.
later
Everything went well. Send our greetings to her.
I will, mate. Cheers.
All right,
Hopefully
mate.
get back on soon. See you,
All
buddy.
right. Take
Bye.
care, mate.
See ya.
See you, boys.
All right.
Bye.
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 See ya.
So, Vimal,
Yeah.
this game tomorrow, Chelsea kind of have the third place solidified, right? It's kind of granted. What would Chelsea be fighting for, if you don't mind me asking? What is Chelsea's incentive in this?
I think it's with every coach, you want to end the season well. They've been pretty strong throughout the season, so I think they should just continue as they go on, solidify that third position, and let Liverpool and City fight out, first and second. And I think if you want to go in with some confidence into pre-season, you've got to end the season strong. So just maintain that standard.
You saw Chelsea win at the very last minute against West Ham with a goal from Pelistri at the very last minute. Missing. Did you see the penalty this guy took? It was woeful. Jorginho?
Yeah, he's another one of those hop, skip, and step. I don't like that technique, man. I hate that technique because Bruno does it. It's worrying because there's no pace on the ball. Literally, you can predict that this player is going to do a really soft penalty. So a goalkeeper, which could just stand there and wait.
Exactly.
It's coming in so slowly, you've got time to move around and stop it. I think a penalty should be done the old-fashioned way. Bang, top corners.
Exactly. But this guy want to introduce the hopscotch skipper bunny.
I really don't understand that style because it just seems to me like it's a little bit of showmanship, isn't it?
Yeah, I saw the Arsenal keeper when Bruno missed. Did you see the Arsenal keeper running out in front of Bruno doing all this and all that?
Yeah, cheering at him.
I think like, you didn't save the penalty. You went the wrong way. You didn't win the Champions League. What the fuck is your problem, bro? What it is what it is. No,
I think they with the penalty and the penalty taken the goalkeeper, it's like a psyching match. They psych each other out. And
you went the wrong way completely.
Yeah. And the penalty taker never looks at the goalkeeper because the goalkeeper's giving the eyes. Yeah, he's trying to intimidate him, psych him out. And you see that the penalty taker never watches the goalkeeper. They don't look him in the eye, and they do a little glimpse of which corner they're going to go to. And the other thing as well with penalty takers is that their left, if they're a right-footed player, their left foot slightly points in the direction of where they're going to go. So if it's slightly pointing to the left, they tend to shoot in the left corner. If it's slightly pointing right, they tend to go right. The hop, skip, and step method, it doesn't give away much. So maybe that's why they use it. But then, I will just stand there and wait.
Exactly.
As a goalkeeper, yeah.
Yeah, goalkeeper flew to the wrong side. The ball hit the post. He come back all dancing and thinking like he just saved the penalty for the World Cup finals.
Yeah.
I was so pissed off, but this is, that game was painful. It was a pain. Because if Arsenal were not that great a team, we could have beaten that team. I tell you,
could have.
We could have.
They looked hungrier, didn't they? They looked hungrier for the ball.
Yeah, I mean Liverpool game, I understand that, but the Arsenal game, we could have avoided a defeat that game.
Yeah, because I think we both said that it's potentially a draw, isn't it? This game.
Yeah.
Normally we
had
beat
Bruno
them.
scored that penalty, I think the game changed because the momentum was already shifting up to that penalty. Arsenal was beginning to hang in there.
Yeah.
And Arteta, what is it like, bro? What is wrong with that guy, Arteta?
What happened with Arteta?
Intimidating the goalkeeper, the referee, and all this and all that. Like, God damn it!
Putting pressure.
We had Mike on Sunday morning. Mike, the Arsenal guy.
Oh, right.
Oh, he can't. He can't stand Arteta.
You don't like Arteta?
Oh no, he don't. He said
still, even now.
Even now, because he said Arteta is nothing about the Arsenal ethos in his own perception, which I understand, and that's an honest Arsenal fan. My best mate wants to come on. My best mate, I've known him since university days. He's a hardcore Arsenal fan, so I'll get him.
Yeah.
I'll bring him for the end of season round up, whereby we
Okay.
have City, Tottenham. We're going to bring all the teams in. I'm looking for a Chelsea person to come on. So if you know any Chelsea person who
I know one Chelsea person, Philip, but he works in a hospital, so we have to
it's
find
going to
some
be hard.
time.
Right,
Yeah.
right. So this
Yeah.
game tomorrow, what's your predicted score? You've given a lineup.
I mean, looking at form, maybe 3-1 to them, to Chelsea.
Remember, Chelsea lost 4-2 midweek last week to Arsenal at home. No one saw that coming.
Oh, yeah. But then, we don't. It doesn't feel like we're fighting for anything. So many weeks, past couple of months, we had the option to go top 4 and fight for it, and we're not fighting for it really. So I don't see any fight left in this current squad. So they can have a blip in form. Our form is just like it's plateaued here at the bottom. Yeah. Chelsea, Arsenal form is kind of wavering around there. Tottenham as well. We're really down there. So I think it's a loss.
A home defeat?
Yeah.
So
definitely.
you're predicting a home defeat. I'm just trying to get you.
Yeah. Home defeat. Chelsea to win 3-1. Let's say.
Oh Jesus, 3-1. Not think? Even 1-0, 2-1. No.
No, because Chelsea they can open teams up. And Lukaku's is he not in the first squad anymore? Is he not in the first team?
He was the guy that brought down for the penalty. He was on goal, then they pulled him back, and Jorginho stepped up, did the hopscotch, and
hopscotch.
and he missed it woefully.
Yeah.
Then they found a goal from Pelistri. The ball was cut back, and Pelistri.
Pelistri.
Yeah, the American guy.
Oh, that's not Pelistri.
Pulisic, sorry.
Pulisic, yeah. Pelistri is our
I do apologize.
Yeah. Pulisic, he's a good player. I like Pulisic. He's good.
Yeah.
He zips around the pitch. He's got really good pace.
Son at the moment.
Yeah. He's a good player, I think.
Good player. America's favorite son at his stance. So yeah, but
so he's representing USA.
Oh, 100%. World. And that has brought a lot of American fans to support Chelsea Football Club because of
imagine he had joined Man United. Oh, bloody hell! God. That would have.
United.
Not this current squad though. Because if he had joined this current squad, his performance, I reckon, would have gone down as well.
He's an attacker, isn't he?
Yeah, he is. He can play in the front three. But he troubles defenders a hell of a lot because he's got so much pace. He's really quick. I'm just obviously the season's a bit of a write-off. I'm just wondering how Ten Hag is going to rebuild this squad. What's his plans? I know that he must be thinking about this every day now. Biggest job in his life.
I'm telling you, mate. Because this is it's like, so your thing is like a builder, right? A new contractor's been told this house, you could either start by the roof is about to rot and collapse. The middle, you could save the parts of it, the exterior, the interior, and the foundation is shaky. You tear everything down and start, or all right, I could take the roof up and patch it up. It's a lot to do, mate. It really is a lot. I do feel for the guy. And what I'm worried is, are fans going to be patient enough to give him the time to do this? Because this is not a 2-3 season job.
Yeah. The thing is he's quite brave as well to take this on because, his reputation in Holland is, top notch. He had German clubs calling for him. He's worked at Bayern. Now we know that since Fergie left, this Man United job has destroyed coaches.
Oh yeah.
It just spits them out. So for Ten Hag to come and work on this project, especially with how low we are now as well, he's an extremely brave man, and I completely rate him for wanting to take on that project because I know that even coaches at the moment don't want this Man United job.
No.
They don't want it. So, we got the man we wanted, and I respect him for taking it because,
100%, mate.
man, I don't envy anyone being in that job
I won't.
next
I
season.
won't. It's a tough one. It's a job that could make or break your career. Jose has not been the same.
Yeah,
He's still saying,
Yeah.
"Give me respect for my 3 and 3."
yeah, he'll be 60 years old. Respect,
Exactly.
respect.
Heritage and heritage.
Football heritage.
That guy's an absolute muppet asshole. Oh my God. And he walks out saying that, "Give me respect." League title.
Yeah.
That old guy was
Where is he
tired.
now?
Roma.
He's at Roma. Yeah.
They're
I mean,
fifth
it's
in the table.
it's the way he's dropped off as well. It's surprising, He used to
He
was
got
was
fired
one
at
of the
Spurs, mate. Remember, he got fired at Spurs.
fired at Man U. He's been fired so many places now.
Exactly. He's
You
been
know,
fired quite a lot of late. Remember, he
Yeah.
got fired from Chelsea the second time.
Second time, fell out with the squad in Real Madrid.
Oh,
Got
yeah.
left out there. He's everywhere he goes, it's just second season.
He won the
Bomb.
treble at Inter. He won the treble at Inter.
Yeah.
Then he left to pick the Chelsea job. Won
Yeah.
the league title there. Got fired the following season. Then United
I don't know.
picked him up.
He should have just stayed at Inter, shouldn't he?
Yeah, should have. But he's that kind of guy. He likes to pick up experiments and nah. But times have changed. Football has changed. It's not what it used to be.
Yeah.
Players have too much power. It is what it is.
I think the Premier League is done for him. Because
I think he's done. Spurs fired him, mate.
Yeah, we fired him as well. Chelsea fired him. So that's 3 of the big 6 out of the running for him. If he ever comes back to Premier League, it has to be a mid-table club who has a lot of money. Maybe someone like Newcastle.
Yes.
But with Mourinho, it's all about expensive, quick fix solutions. And only Newcastle really could afford his spending.
His spending budget.
Budget, yeah.
Now,
so
that's a team that will be a 40 record with this season, next season. I think.
Yeah.
I think so, mate.
I personally think Eddie Howe is a better coach for them than Jose could be. Because he's because what I heard as well through stories is that Jose did not even consider or look at academy players when he was there. He said that players felt there was a massive disconnect between the academy and the first team squad. Jose just focused on his first team squad. He did not dip into the academy. He did not help develop the academy. He showed no interest in the academy. And so why our club is based on producing talent through the academy.
That's right. I mean, this is AC Milan in Italy are battling the Serie A with Inter, which is great to see. AC Milan from back in the day. Remember the Van Basten? Remember when you used to watch on Channel 4 back in the day? Italian football on Sunday afternoons.
Oh yeah, I remember. It used to be on. Yeah.
AC Milan with Van Basten, Gullit, and what's the other guy? Rijkaard.
Oh, brilliant, eh?
They were
talent there.
Dutch trio. They were one of the best Dutch
talent.
trio. They were real talent.
Yeah. Ruud Gullit, man, the amazing with his massive dreadlocks. I mean, the skills he used to pull off.
Oh, he was very.
Yeah, he was brilliant. He was never very good as a manager, was he?
No, I think he managed Chelsea
for a short spell. Yeah,
short spell. Went to Newcastle, dropped Alan Shearer, and got fired.
How can you drop Alan Shearer? Most prolific striker we've ever had.
They told him the exit please, turn left, turn the lights out. Shut the door behind you.
Yeah. You think Ronaldo will still be around next season?
Yes, I think Ten Hag would have to find a way of utilizing Ronaldo's experiences, utilizes Ronaldo's ability, his age, that he can't play every game. It's not going to be happening.
He can't. No.
He scored his 100th Premier League goal for United.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Yeah,
that's good. Huh?
He's the oldest Premiership player to score a hat-trick, the oldest in Premiership history at 37 to score 2 hat-tricks in a season.
That's amazing. This guy's setting records
everywhere.
Still,
he goes, mate, at his age.
And he's setting records in a team that is pretty much bang average.
When you think about this seems to be one of the worst United teams in a long time, bro. Think about it. This thing's really bad. When you look at it,
Yeah.
it's like a leak. You know, whereby a roof is leaking, but now it's like holes are everywhere. It's just like, where do you put a bucket? Where do you put a bucket head to stop? It's just like, so you take the whole roof or keep patching and patching and patching and patching. That's where we are. That is where we are. I think. Are you willing to give Pogba another contract, or you're willing to, like,
No.
let's call it, we're done here?
I think with him, because you've seen how he doesn't perform consistently, and so he's not a consistent performer every single game. You don't see him put his heart on his sleeve for that club, and he's got an agent that is just basically after money. Mina Raiola as well. I've been hearing reports that players that he brings to clubs, he holds back the latest injury reports, and Real Madrid. Yeah, Real Madrid basically have bought Hazard and Bale and various others through either him or an agent that operates in the same way. And they're saying that basically, if you buy a player, it's all about buying players who are not injured or damaged, and that will go on to have good careers and be able to play. Mina Raiola holds back, and I'm not saying, I don't know if this is for certain, but it was in the papers today that he holds back on the injury reports, and Real Madrid don't want to do business with him anymore. And he's the agent for Haaland, Erling Haaland. And Haaland's been injured recently, hasn't he?
Yes.
But they don't know what it is.
Right.
You see, the thing is with Liverpool as well, Klopp's philosophy is that we don't buy players who've had serious injuries.
Yeah. So Vimal has given us his predicted score of a 3-1 defeat. I would try to be a little bit optimistic, even though my optimism has always been dashed every week in, week out. I'm going to go with a 2-2 draw, mate. I'm going 2-2.
I thought you were going to say 3-2. Being optimistic. 3-2 Chelsea.
No, this team don't have what it takes. They'll crumble under the pressure at Old Trafford. They'll crumble.
You really think we'll get a draw against Chelsea?
I hope. I'm hoping we do. I'll take a draw than a defeat. Another defeat. If we lose tomorrow, it'll be 11 defeats in the season in the Premier. 11, mate.
Yeah.
That's a lot of defeats, bro. 11.
Yeah.
Right. So
it's a lot.
Well, Vimal, thank you for joining us. It's been an absolute pleasure. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. We shall see you. Are we doing Sue or Boo? Which one are we doing today?
It's a difficult one, isn't it?
After Arsenal,
it's after Arsenal. It's a Boo, isn't it?
Yeah, 100%, man. So we're going with Booey.
Booey.
All right. 1, 2, 3. Booey.